When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns. The Commodores will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Texas's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Butler. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what?
Going for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Vanderbilt's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage. They can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. DB's right up on the receivers. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Gets it to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Complete out of the backfield.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Spins away from the defense. Oh, he's got some space. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Watkins. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that player.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
This time it's complete.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This time on target. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second. and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Good, right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by just 2 over Maryland. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Back to throw, it's Owens. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. After misfiring, it's second down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Watkins. Still running at the 40. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Quick completion to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that goes down as a pass completion. How about the quarterback seeing the fullback, understanding I can get some positive yards here, dumping it off to him to get a small gain.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Commodores with the 1st and 10. Let's go. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The option look. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the big game, they've got it on the 46.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Green 25.
The RPO, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Swings it out to the flat. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Absolutely center cut. Are forced to settle for 3. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence had it.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. They've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Got a man, it's Butler. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught over the middle, it's Jordan. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Looking for a man, it's Owens. The short hands, it's Butler. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive.
There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. And the Commodores come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And this defense is smelling blood right now. Like, they know they got him right where they want him. Got him in third down and long. They got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The give to the tailback. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun, the ground game. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're now seeing this.
Breaks into the open. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, it's Owens. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Yeah, and bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. Nice job there to pick up the first. And get it to their own 41.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. On the move, it's Simon. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And he was hit just as he released it. Balls to the turf.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you.
A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on 3rd down. If he doesn't get it, 4th down is up to the coach. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
As a defense, when you're trying to stop the run, it's really as simple as just doing your job. You have to have gap integrity up front. DBs need to come downhill and fill, and the defense wasn't able to get it done.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced.
Number 8 in the end zone.
Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
13.
And he's coming out of the end zone. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Makes the grab. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page. First down.
Fighting off the defender. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Texas offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything they're playing.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of.
And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Commodores. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Quarterback keeps it. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Now the toss. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. And the point after is good.
And you got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house. Got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
And the returner will be dragged down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Hold defense.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
To the air on 2nd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Great place to start for this offense. Back to throw, it's Owens. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He'll pitch it. Turning it on. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Watkins. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They want that clock to run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
So now it's 2nd and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Tries to do it himself on the draw. There he goes.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. Can they catch him? Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Jordan. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Owens. Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.